Now on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb early, while it was still dark, and saw that the stone had been taken away from the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and the other disciple, the one whom Jesus loved, and said to them, "They have taken the Lord out of the tomb, and we do not know where they have laid him." So Peter went out with the other disciple, and they were going toward the tomb. Both of them were running together, but the other disciple outran Peter and reached the tomb first. And stooping to look in, he saw the linen cloths lying there, but he did not go in. Then Simon Peter came, following him, and went into the tomb. He saw the linen cloths lying there, and the face cloth which had been on Jesus' head, not lying with the linen cloths, but folded up in a place by itself. Then the other disciple, who had reached the tomb first, also went in, and he saw and believed. For as yet they did not understand the scripture, that he must rise from the dead. Then the disciples went back to their homes. But Mary stood outside the tomb, and as she wept, she stooped to look into the tomb, and she saw two angels in white sitting there where the body of Jesus had lain, one at the head and one at the feet. They said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping?" She said to them, "They have taken my Lord, and I do not know where they have laid him." Having said this, she turned around and saw Jesus standing, but she did not know that it was Jesus. Jesus said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping? Whom are you seeking?" Supposing him to be the gardener, she said to him, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have laid him, and I will take him away." Jesus said to her, "Mary." She turned and said to him in Aramaic, "Rabboni," which means teacher. Jesus said to her, "Do not cling to me, for I have not yet ascended to the Father. But go to my brothers and say to them, I am ascending to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." Mary Magdalene went and announced to the disciples, "I have seen the Lord," and that he had said these things to her. Grieving followers, incredulous disciples, angels, and the risen Lord. These are the characters of the Easter story. The sweep of the story is simple. Mary has come to the tomb to weep over her Lord. The language John uses shows that she had come in the fourth watch of the night, probably around 6 a.m. The sky would have been a leaden gray as the first signs of the sun's return began to lighten the eastern horizon. She'd seen them place Jesus' body there on Friday afternoon. She knew that the tomb had been sealed with the governor's official seal to prevent anyone from taking the body of Jesus, and that a guard had been posted there as an extra measure of security. But now, the stone that had covered the entrance was rolled aside. Knowing that the tomb was empty, Mary raced back to Jerusalem to report to Peter and John what she had found. Running back to the tomb, they were able to verify what Mary suspected. The tomb was empty. Still not understanding, Peter and John went home. But Mary could not bring herself to leave, and so became the first to see with her own eyes that the one she had seen buried on Friday was now alive on this Sunday morning. She was the first to tell the good news of the resurrection, the first evangelist. She could not tell what this day would hold, or what portent this hold for the future, but she knew the truth. Jesus is alive. And so we announce with her, Christ is risen. He is risen indeed.